Sports. Here are the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams, and it's Okogie in at the 3. And for the Pistons, down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Tim Hardaway is out there with Cunningham, and it's Thompson in at the small forward. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a 3-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
Now here's Ball. Takes a 3. Another shot. And it's Williams with the bucket inside.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Down low. And the basket by Bridges.
Well, Miles Bridges, we know, elite athleticism. I'm going to show you his speed right there in transition.
Oh, there's the alley. Ball with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. Here's Okogie. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Now here's Cunningham. Right side Hardaway to halt the run. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Well, don't get caught up in the long-range shooting. Hardaway Jr. has that in-between game. Really nice shot.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard. That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Miller, a screen on Thompson. Ball. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Ball's got his second basket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Okogie on the wing. He's watched by Cunningham. Ball taking his time here to the middle. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, JB Bickerstaff had a few moments to share with me. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player. We can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Cunningham seeing the floor oh so well in his young career.
Miller, a screen on Thompson. Ball outside. Drives to the hoop, and Ball throws it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside Hardaway. Knocks it loose. Miller outside. Williams passes to Ball. Back to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Pure from three-point range. Hardaway's got 5 now.
I just love how confident Tim Hardaway Jr. is from long distance. This guy will cash in from there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Ball. Miller outside. He drops it from range.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And here's Cunningham outside. The rebound by Bridges. Here's Okogie. Flushes it down to finish the break.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And so it's the sharp. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Cunningham is out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Duren in at the 5. That's the group for Detroit right now. Miller can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 11. Outside Hardaway. Thompson, a screen on Ball. Here's Hardaway. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Ball.
It's proving very difficult to guard Tim Hardaway Jr. without fouling the guy, especially when he's this aggressive.
And playing for his next contract, Tim Hardaway Jr. is motivated to get it going, Doris.
Well, B.A., his best skill is obviously that three-point shooting. When he's near 40%, the impact he can have on your ability to score is tremendous. The floor spacing he provides is critical. Yeah, you can see the impressive vertical of LaMelo. This guy gets to the cup and slams it home.
Harris outside. Three-pointer off the mark. Hornets leading by 11. To the right side. There's Ball with a 3. Melo knocking down a 3.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch-and-shoot game. He says, I can get off the ball as well.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind. Brian, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie. So smooth, Cunningham.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Ball outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. A bit of a tweener, but Miles Bridges finds ways to show up in the box score, Doris.
Well, you know he's looking to score, Brian, first and foremost. Easy to set up as he can attack from virtually anywhere. No matter what, you know that Bridges is going to get you some buckets.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Here's Miller. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Now Cunningham. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Only his second make in 9 attempts. Ball against Thompson, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Miller.
Using all of his 7-foot wingspan effectively, Cunningham stays on the shooter.
And stolen by Bridges. And it's the Hornets on the break for the finish. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Cunningham. Ooh, using his size. Look at Cunningham.
Such an energetic play from Cunningham, going right up for the slam.
And Williams punches it home.
The PA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Cunningham. He has 6 and no good.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Ball passes to Bridges. Ball against Hardaway. Back to Bridges. Bridges, a screen on Hardaway. 4 on the clock. And it's Bridges with the jam.
LaMelo Ball showing off that facilitation. That is pretty pick-and-roll basketball.
And he gets it to go. Cunningham's got 8.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Thompson against Ball. Miller, a screen on Thompson. Thompson with a steal. And the Pistons pushing it up now. The finish!
Oh, wow! Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose to dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
With the size he brings to the guard position, you love to see LaMelo assert himself down low.
And here's Cunningham outside. The 3-ball, no problem for Cade.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Williams, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Miller. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. 10 points for him.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Charlotte on top, up by 16. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Please, direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And so in the game for the Hornets, Trey Mann out there with Josh Green. Then it's Williams. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Diabate in at the 4. And here's Charlotte now. Outside man. And he lobs it up top. Stolen by Schroeder. To the inside. It's stolen by Nurkic. And it's the Hornets on the break. Pass to Diabate. And out of bounds, Detroit will have it. And when Josh Green is on the floor, you trust him to make the right decision, Doris.
Well, athletically, he can be a game changer on the defensive end. When he takes care of the ball and makes a simple play, he can be so productive. Guy is very selective when he shoots. Very smart basketball player.
Here's Green. Outside man. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
From downtown. It doesn't go for him.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's called often enough?
You know, BA, I'm not sure the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of change for this Hornets organization. New ownership, a new front office, a new head coach, some exciting new talent. They're renovating the arena and building a new practice facility. Other than that, not much has changed. BA?
Business as usual, Allie. Thanks. Here's Schroeder. That shot off. Nurkic with some nice D. On the wing man. And the foul called on Simone Fontecchio. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside man. Nurkic a screen on Schroeder. Clock at 6. Man, the pass to Green. From behind the arc.
Such a super athlete. Ivy is tough to score on.
And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, BA. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
And here's Schroeder outside. Here's Stewart, second chance shot, and he sinks the layup.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Charlotte leading by 17.
In the third, 2 minutes.
Outside man, and counted from 19 feet away.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Williams passes to man. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third quarter. Here's the three. The rebound by Stewart.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Ivy's shot is off. Charlotte has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight.
Boy, that's fast break basketball at its absolute best. Outstanding assist to finish it off.
Here's Man. Here he goes. That one goes in. Man's got 4 points now in the quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Hornets?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Outside man. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. The three is up. Knocks down the long J. Man's got 7 points.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Detroit has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. And here's Schroeder outside. Gets the three ball to go. He's got 5.
Well, Dennis Schroeder taking advantage of the pick and roll action. Very good decision maker.
Now here's Man. He's closely guarded. Rebounded by the Pistons. And here's Ivy from the arc. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duran. Tim Hardaway is out there with Kate Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Miller finds Ball. Back to Miller. Goes back up. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Ball right side. Doesn't go for him. Pistons trail by 21. It's Cunningham with a drive. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3.
You can see the kind of confidence Hardaway has in his shot. This guy is so fluid in the catch-and-shoot situations.
Ball against Thompson. Miller outside. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Pass to Duren. Thompson outside. To the paint. Cuts off the pass. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Wow, the opportunistic Bridges sees you falling asleep defensively. Up and over the top he goes.
Duren the screen. Here's Cunningham. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 8 now. Miller with it. Now Thompson defending. Miller, the pass to Ball. Poke loose. And the Pistons pushing it up now. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And meeting those expectations. I mean, this is what we all wanted to see from Thompson on offense.
Miller, a screen on Thompson. Cunningham against Ball. They're running. Here's Thompson. Here's Okogie. And it's Harris with the rebound.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
The basket, the bump, and the foul. What a play.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
The Hornets are in the midst of a playoff drought. Their last appearance was 2015, Doris.
Yeah, B.A., that's the longest active streak in the league, not something you love to be associated with. And listen, like other organizations, they've hit on some draft picks, they've missed on some draft picks. A lot of the problem has been injuries that have plagued this organization.
Cunningham against Ball. Tries to break his ice. And it's Cunningham missing.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Inside. And Ball throws it down.
There is just such enthusiasm, such a love for the game with LaMelo. Shot after shot going down.
The dive for the ball.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hornets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for LaMelo Ball.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. 41 seconds left to play in the fourth. Miller outside. Just 5 on the clock. All alone. Duren with the rebound.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Harris. Cunningham with the ball. Guarded by Miller. Cunningham on the wing. The three. Hornets with the rebound. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a
Big lineup.
Hello, basketball fan. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Grady Dick is out there with Barrett. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then it's Barnes. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. And for the Pistons, Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Cunningham is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Duren in at the 5. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified. And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. The offensive rebound. Clanks the putback jam. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Ingram setting a pick for Dick. And Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Ingram. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Brandon Ingram's advantage when he's down low like that still comes through in his length.
Duren with a screen on Barrett. The kick out to Cunningham. Back to Duren. Toronto grabs the miss.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
On the way, Harris. Over Boucher. That's good from Harris on the assist by Cunningham.
This speaks to how confident Tobias Harris is in his offensive game, ready to shoot as soon as that ball reaches him.
Barrett against Hardaway. Fires from deep. Duren pulls it in. For Detroit, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Dick with it. Guarded by Hardaway. Latre drills it from outside. Dick's got 5.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite 3-point shot.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the shot goes down.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. And that's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thank you, David. And Barrett gets it to go.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Thompson sets the pick for Harris. They get it back. Shot's good by Duren.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Boucher passes to Barnes. And Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Thompson against Ingram. Barnes screen on Thompson. Near the 3-point line, it's Ingram. Jump shot is good that time. Ingram's got his second basket.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
You wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Now here is Harris. In the corner, it's Duren. Tries again. Over Boucher. Duren, no good.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Here's Ingram. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Cunningham with it. Picked up by Barrett.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Dick. 5 points in the game. And the dunk by Dick.
Yeah, that's what makes Dick dangerous. You can't just play him as an outside shooter. He'll go to the hoop like he did there.
Pass to Harris. Three-pointer. Cranes the three-pointer. Harris has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pistons. Ingram against Thompson. Rebound, Detroit. Turing's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Harris outside. Off target from outside. No good there. And so it's Toronto in control with a 9-point lead. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Toronto.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
So for Toronto right now, we've got Chris Boucher. Barrett is out there with Dick. Then it's Ingram. And it's Barnes at the power forward. Now here is Harris. Down low. Here's Turing. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Raptors leading by 11. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that bad boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad boys.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. Here's Barrett following the bucket by the Pistons. Barnes screen on Hardaway. Barrett with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Barnes dishes to Ingram. Beyond the arc. Duran pulls it in. Pistons trail by 11. Inside. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Ingram setting a pick for Dick. Ingram outside. Back to Dick. 5 to shoot. Driving in. And the dunk by Dick.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
There aren't too many players with a skill set as diverse as Brandon Ingram.
Yes, Kevin, you got to appreciate the tools that Brandon Ingram possesses. That comes with a lot of hard work. But this guy can score over smaller defenders. He's creative enough to draw contact against bigger guys and use that quickness. He's always been a scorer, but his playmaking ability over the past couple seasons, that's something that's growing and is giving them a chance to be very competitive.
Not just a jump shooter. It can operate inside that restricted area.
Cunningham inside. Working on Boucher. Now here's Turing. Boucher defending.
2 minutes.
Toronto leading by 14. Ingram with it. Picked up by Thompson. Second shot opportunity. Out to Barrett. The three-pointer no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Cunningham's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here's Barrett. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
And how about RJ getting a little bit fancy with that one as he flushes it home.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Barrett wide open. He fires. Sinks the triple. Barrett's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, finding some room there on the perimeter, the lefty RJ Barrett knocks it down.
Barrett against Cunningham. To end the drought. Barnes grabs the miss.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Now, here's Cunningham. Still scoreless. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by Barnes.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that.
Boucher with a screen on Cunningham. Dick can't get it to go. From the arc. That one's not going to go. That one, no good. And so it's Toronto sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from Grady Dick in this one.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through, throws it down.
We've got Dennis Schroeder, also Ivy out there, Malik Beasley out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Waters in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Here's Mobo. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
Water from outside off the mark. Toronto leading by 21. Here's Abaji. Traps in the tray. Abaji's got 5 now.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
For the 3. And it's Schroeder missing. The Raptors shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Right wing. Here's Mobo. Rebounded by the Pistons. Schroeder looking over the floor. There's the screen. Hits it from 3-point range. Schroeder's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Right there, Dennis Schroeder shows some confidence by nailing the jumper.
Quickly against Schroeder. Puts up a 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Toronto's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Battle misses. The Pistons have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. For 3, Beasley. Mobo with the rebound. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Brent, something the Detroit Pistons unit does so well is push the pace in their games.
Yeah, you love to lean into young players and that vibrant athleticism, but you also have to understand that playing fast comes with quick decision making, and sometimes those don't always go hand in hand. The experience that these guys will have in their growth together and how soon it is that they realize they can help each other, that's going to push them places faster and further than they even realize. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
That one falls.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
Now, here's Quickly. Hurdle with a screen on Schroeder. Yep, it counts. Quickly's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. Pretty much no one is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
So right, David, we could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Great rhythm to Ivy's game in this one. The pull-up, that's a great option.
Here's Quickly, following the 3 by Detroit. With the drive, got a piece of it. Beasley with a clean look, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Beasley's got his first 2 points.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Pass to Mobo. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Misses in close. Waters passes to Beasley. The 3. It's rebounded by Quickly. Now the Raptors moving it up. Pirtle inside. Over Beasley. Nice shot by Pirtle.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
And so it's Toronto with an 18-point lead. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth, you've got Jakob Pirtle, and it's Battle in at the 3. Here's Cunningham, and Pirtle sends it back. Here's Mobo, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. And then Cunningham slams it in.
And wow, coming from Cade, that's good stuff.
Toronto leading by 18. A 3 from Quickly. Buries the long-range jumper.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Quickly kicks to Pirtle. Here's Battle. He's covered by Thompson. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Outside Hardaway. Here's the lob for Harris. Outside Hardaway. Kept alive. Thompson passes to Duran. Cunningham kicks to Hardaway. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
He's got some growing confidence right now in the catch-and-shoot game, Hardaway Jr. Feels like he could score from anywhere.
Quickly against Cunningham. Stolen by Thompson. Now Detroit moving it up. Hardaway with a wide-open look. And it's Hardaway again missing.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Thompson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
What I appreciated about Thompson is his recognition. He knows when to force the issue and when to pull back.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And when it comes to Jalen Duran, Brent, is it fair to say some teams regretted not drafting him?
Well, maybe a handful, Kevin. I mean, there's a particular way that you want to play or use that position with how you get out there offensively. Jalen is a proven big. This guy is physical, strong, and can rebound, and it gives you a different presence on the inside.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
At the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. And it's Barnes with the ball for Toronto. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Ingram with it. Now defended by Cunningham. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That's on Jalen Duran.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome balance there from Ingram on the play, even after the contact, able to absorb it.
Lets it go with a 3. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Ingram's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Boucher. Shoots it up. And the Raptors tack on 2 more. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Here's Cunningham. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I love Cade Cunningham just playing this way, an electric player when he takes advantage.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Raptors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Brandon Ingram.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Out to Hardaway. Fires the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. There's 38 seconds left in the game. Near the 3-point line, it's Ingram. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Dick passes to Barrett. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Raptors lead by 18. Barrett against Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. Back to Cunningham. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and Dave.
on 2K Sports. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Barnes is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Grady Dick. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Boucher in at the 5. And for the Hornets, Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams in at the center position. When we talk about this matchup, both of these teams in desperate need of a win.
For sure. Lots of struggles both ways right now, B.A. And I guarantee they're both looking at this game as an opportunity to get the ship righted.
And the shot goes in.
This is what height in the backcourt gives you. Ball can get almost anything he wants in there because of that size.
On the wing, Grady Dick, pounded by Ball. Barnes against Bridges. Barnes, it's good.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less.
Ball with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
Outside Barrett. Outside Ingram. There's the 3. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive too.
Barnes feeling it out a bit. Left side Barrett. Here's Miller. Off target from three-point range. The Raptors have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Boucher against Williams. Boucher, no good. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Ball into the lane. It's stolen by Ingram. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Boucher outside. The offensive rebound. Here's Dick. A triple from the wing. Dick's got 6 points.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
There's Ball with a 3. Rebound Toronto. Miller outside. Williams a screen on Ingram. Here's Ball, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Deadly in the pick and roll. LaMelo Ball can do anything out of that particular set. This time calling his own number.
Here's Okogie. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We got to talking about Brandon Ingram, and I asked how Coach thought they might limit him tonight. Coach told me, well, there's nothing we can do about his size and his length, so we're hoping just to frustrate him and keep him off balance by getting up in his business and contesting shots. Hopefully that plan pans out for them, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. The recent years have been a bit of a struggle for the Hornets, Clark.
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, they've dealt with injuries that have really been problematic and roster changes as well. I mean, very much a team in transition, trying to figure out who they are and what they can be. And it's hard to get things clicking when you're having changes in your roster compounded by injuries as well. Nobody is catching Ingram in the open floor. I mean, this guy is a speed merchant.
Miller a screen on Barrett. Ball passes to Miller. The kick out to Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Bridges passes to Miller. Puts up a 3. Gets another look. Jacks up a 3. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Dick, hounded by Ball, and he converts the layup. Dick's got 8 points.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Miller a screen on Barrett. Here's Ball. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
Hanging tough. Ball does not let the foul stop him completely.
And so Ball nails both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Ingram with the ball. Fires for 3. That one is off. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. It's the Hornets. They lead by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring. Simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
So for Toronto right now, we've got Brandon Ingram. Dick is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And it's Boucher in at the 5. And here's Ingram from the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Shot from the wing. Rebound Toronto.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
Here's Ingram. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And he's going for the lob. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Boucher, no good.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
The 3, Barrett. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Bridges. Takes it inside. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
The shot's good.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, BA. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
To the middle. Stolen by Miller. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, Brandon Miller caught some flack when he named Paul George as his GOAT, but PG-13 said, I know what he meant by it. Obviously, I'm not the greatest of all time, but it's about who inspires you. Miller, for his part, not backing down and saying, how the league is built now, Paul George is the right person to study for this generation. Brian?
Allie, thanks. Here's Dick. Ball with the rebound.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And Grady Dick gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Barrett against Ball. Out to Bridges. Here's Miller. Sinks the tray. Miller's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games. Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Ball finds Williams. Ball outside. There's a screen. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Raptors trail by 10. And And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The Hornets making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. Miller against Ingram. Now here's Miller. Tight defense on him. Can't connect from short range. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Ingram. And it's now only a 5-point Charlotte lead.
You know, Ingram is somebody you have to watch closely on the perimeter because he's improved his outside shot so much since coming into the league.
Miller, the pass to Ball. And Ball throws it down.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Bridges, a screen on Barnes. Miller, he's open. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Barrett off the drive. Boucher outside. Driving inside. Back to Barrett. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
Ball looks over the floor. No good that time. And that concludes the first half. Charlotte on top, up 7. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drumline. They're thinking about the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You gotta like what we're seeing from Brandon Miller.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
We've got Josh Green. He's out there with Trey Mann. Grant Williams out there with Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Diabate in at the 4-man position. That's the Hornets 5.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, B.A., of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, three-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production.
Green, the pass to Nurkic. Outside, Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Green for 3. Quickly with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Charlotte leading by 6. Pass to Diabate. Oh, he missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up to the Toronto Raptors. Here's Mobo. Kicks it to Quickly. Launches it from deep. The shot misses.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Quickly finds Pirtle. Quickly outside. And down it goes. 2 points. Now just a 2-point Charlotte lead.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Green with a screen on quickly. Man, the pass to Green. And here's Man. To the left side wing. It's stolen by Pirtle. For the lead. Battle's shot is good. Battle's got 5 points in the quarter.
Savvy move to pull up from three-point range on the break there. When you can shoot it like he can, if you've got it, take it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. Here's Man. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Man. Clock at 6. Over quickly. Charlotte, no good that time either.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Diabate grabs the board. Charlotte trailing. Down low. Take it away! Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Pass to Mobo. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Battle. And stolen by Green. Fast break. Here come the Hornets to snap the cold streak. And it's good on the layup.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Back to Quickly. Here's the floater, and he lays it up and in. Quickly's got 5 points.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Green with a screen on Quickly. The drive by Man. And the basket is good.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Quickly outside. Here's Mobo. Misses the jumper. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So for Toronto right now, we've got Grady Dick. Scotty Barnes is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Chris Boucher, and it's Barrett in at the 2.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great, but I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
Back to Boucher. Gets an open look and hits it. And the Raptors lead by 1. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
Here's Ball. LaMelo working inside.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Ingram. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Ingram is slim of build, but showing you some muscle there, fighting for a second chance shot.
Barrett against Ball. Miller a screen on Barrett. Ball passes to Miller. Back to Ball. Launches a three. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, that's his heads-up play on the glass by Okogie. Not only did he retrieve the rebound, he scored as well.
Ingram against Miller. And that one's good. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
There's Ball with a three. Ball cashes one in from distance.
I'll tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
Outside Barnes. Boucher outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Miller. Screen by Bridges. The drive by Miller. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Dick. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And the Hornets with possession here. Ball outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Miller a screen on Barrett. Miller outside. Launches it. They grab their own miss. Williams. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
1:51 left in the final quarter. Ball outside. Second chance effort. And it's good on the lay-in. And the Hornets lead by 2.
I do not know if there's a more confident family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball when it matters most.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Dick. Boucher on the screen. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Here's Ingram. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Miller on the wing. To the inside. Money.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Boucher a screen on Miller. Here's Ingram. Hornets with the rebound.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for him.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going. Ingram not getting overtaken by the height of the moment. Nailing the shot in the face of the defense because his poise and composure is top level.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Williams with the screen from deep. Oh, he knocked down the trifecta.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
It's a Monday afternoon, and a look at the starters for the Pistons. Inside for him is Harrison Durant. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. And for Charlotte, the guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Mark Williams is out there with Bridges, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. Bridges for 3. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where 2 great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Here's Ball. Following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Count it.
LaMelo using that body control there, making the play off contact.
Cunningham for 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Count that one.
He's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Greg, one thing you notice, we're just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise. Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Here's Cunningham. Gets it to go from 8 feet. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Ball with the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Miller with a screen on Thompson. Miller outside. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Now, here's Cunningham. 7 points in the game from beyond the arc and then some. He's got 10.
And I like how composed Cunningham is. Lets the game and his shots come to him.
Bridges passes the ball. Bridges a screen on Thompson. Here's Ball. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Now he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 10. Thompson outside. Miller grabs the miss.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. You've got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism. Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Cunningham inside. Rebound by Williams.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Cunningham for three. That shot misses. It's stolen by Cunningham. That shot missing. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. He was a true standout at the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hornets?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Williams. And it's Okogie in at the three, the small forward. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Ball, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Cunningham against Ball. Cunningham looking it over. Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Cunningham's got it back down to single digits for the Pistons.
And just too fast. Cunningham slices right through him.
He stands since 2009. The Pistons had just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin, and they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
Pistons trail by 9. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. And Duren slams it in.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that 2-man set.
And Ball gets double teamed. Bridges outside. To the paint. Hardaway with the steal. And here we go. Thompson heading. And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Duren, and Duren slams it in.
And credit Harris for creating that high percentage look, scanning the floor and finding the best option.
And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Cunningham kicks to Thompson. There's the drive. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
And Duren is right there. Duren's got 6.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 14. Miller outside. Williams has a screen for Miller. Ball with a wide open look. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. Miller's got 5 assists in the game. Miller against Thompson. Outside Hardaway. Harris a screen on Ball. Here's Hardaway. Banked in off the glass.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Pass to Okogie. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 8.
And the passing ball displays night in and night out is impressive. He takes pride in his ability to facilitate.
Now, here's Cunningham. 18 points for him. Hardaway against Ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Diabate's checked in, and it's Green in for Josh Okogie. Now, here's Ball. He's got 17. And the 3 off target. 23 seconds left in the first half. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Detroit, no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on them.
The Hornets shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Hornets leading by 9. Outside, Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. That's a 2 from Cunningham. And that shot was up in time, but does go in. And that concludes the first half. Hornets lead by 11. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
On the floor for Detroit, Ivy is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Holland. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Waters in at the 3 spot. Schroeder surveying the floor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
Man up top. He's guarded by Schroeder. Now, man takes it off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 11.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so here's Charlotte after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Charlotte leading by 13. Pass to Green. Plays it up and banks it in. Green's got his first points in this one.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Now, Nurkic, after the missed three from Dennis Schroeder. Man finds Green from deep. Williams. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Schroeder. Dan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
That's right. And the Hornets with possession here. After the three-pointer from Dennis Schroeder. There's the pick. Man passes to Nurkic. Over Stewart. Nurkic can't hit. Pistons trail by 15. To the middle.
Remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And Howland gets it to go.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
Hornets leading by 13. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and you're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, DA. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. Man with it. He's guarded by Schroeder. Pass to Diabate. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
It's out of bounds. Okay, they say it was last touched by Ivy. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Man with it. A 3-ball. They get it again. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside, Nurkic. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. To the middle, here's Howland. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Okogie in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
A nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. And here's Harris from the arc. Hornets with the rebound. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Bridges misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And stolen by Harris. Ball against Hardaway. Duran sets the screen for Hardaway. Off target with his 3. Charlotte leading by 17. And Ball slams it in.
And with that burst, you can count on LaMelo being the first up the court on the break. He won't miss a chance to get out and run. And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Ball against Thompson. Ball dishes to Miller. Williams, a screen on Cunningham. Miller with a wide open look. That shot off the mark. Pistons trail by 17. Cunningham finds Hardaway. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Miles Bridges.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Miller surveying the floor. Takes a 3. It's good from long range.
How about this move by Miller, using the pick and roll to create some space for himself?
Cunningham outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Cunningham's got 20 points.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Miller kicks the ball. Inside, Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. For 3, Harris. Hornets with the rebound. There's 1:59 left here in the fourth quarter. Ball up top. He's covered by Thompson. Williams sends a screen for Miller. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Miller's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Ball kicks to Miller. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hornets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LaMelo Ball.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
The Pistons have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. The drive by Thompson, and he slams it down right on top of Brandon Miller. Thompson against Ball. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one drops.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Miller against Thompson. Here's Miller. fires from way outside. No good there. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but yeah.
conference assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
Well, look at Brian Anderson doing his homework on his partner here. I think, obviously, you have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to get to the spots you want to on the floor, to deliver the pass at the appropriate angle. But maybe most importantly, you have to have a desire to make your teammates better.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Tim Hardaway is out there with Kate Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5. After their title in 2019, the Raptors have struggled to stay among the league's elite doors.
Well, think about it, BA. The driver of that title success was Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. Both of those players are gone. Very hard to replace players of that caliber. Almost inevitable they were going to take a step back.
Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And here's Ingram outside. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And that one is hammered home.
Well, if you allow Hardaway to get near the rim, this is what's going to happen. This guy is a fantastic finisher.
Thompson against Ingram. Shoots over Thompson. The shot by Ingram, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Cunningham's got 5.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And here's Detroit. 11 unanswered points for him. Pass to Duren. Thompson outside. Back to Duren. Over Boucher. Out to Harris. 6 to shoot. Back to Duren. Fires for 3. No good there.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The 3 from Barnes. And it's Harris with the rebound. The Pistons lead by 11. You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, BA. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Toronto's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. They get the rebound. Outside Barrett. Fires the 3. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
2 minutes left in the first.
Here's Cunningham. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Pass to Barrett. No one near him. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Boy, you've got to be shot ready in catch-and-shoot situations, and we know RJ's got a quick trigger.
It's stolen by Barnes. Ingram against Thompson. Outside Ingram. From behind the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
They closed the gap over the last few possessions. Can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Now here's Dick. No points so far. Here's Boucher. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Harris. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. That one drops. He ties it up.
What I like about Chris Boucher is he seems to understand what his team expects from him. They need him to guard, they need him to rebound, and they know how aggressive and assertive he is on the offensive end.
Barrett against Hardaway. Barrett up top. He's got 5. That one goes. Count it. Barrett's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, that's some big-time grit by R.J. Barrett. You want some contact on me? I can finish anyway.
Here's Cunningham to end the run. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
That free throw misses.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Good on the second one. For Toronto, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Outside Dick. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Hey, if you give him room, he's gonna score the ball.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Cunningham outside. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Ingram. He can't get that one to fall.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Knocked away. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Toronto out in front. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Cade Cunningham out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. Toronto trailing, and it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Here's Barrett, and he jams it home with authority.
Wow, the hammer by R.J. Barrett. How about that athleticism?
And here's Cunningham outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Barrett passes to Dick. Barrett against Hardaway. Ingram with a screen on Hardaway. Here's Barrett. Thompson with the block.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that.
And here's Harris outside. They get it back. Duren, the pass to Thompson. And here's Harris outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Harris has got 6 points in the quarter. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Detroit.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot-blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Shot is good by Barrett.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Pistons lead by 4. Cunningham outside. And Boucher with the block.
Boy, if Boucher is nearby, I'd be hearing footsteps if I was a shooter. This guy can erase some shots with that length.
Shot clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by Harris. Cunningham's got 9 points. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's Barrett, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
R.J. Barrett, a clever penetrator. He's got a number of different moves to get where he wants to go on the drive.
He sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging it up there like that. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Now here's Cunningham, guarded by Dick, and that one's good. Cunningham. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Detroit with the ball. Following the bucket by the Raptors. And it's Cunningham missing. Here comes Toronto on the push. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Well, R.J. Barrett wants to get in transition and get a basket before the defense can settle in.
Harris a screen. He gets going. And he throws it down with one hand.
It's just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
With the second effort, out to Harris. Thompson, a screen on Boucher. And stolen by Boucher. Here comes Toronto on the push. Barrett can't hit. The Pistons lead by 7. Here's Thompson. Oh, that was something else,
I mean, just
man.
Beautiful. Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Now here's Barnes. Outside Barrett. Three-pointer. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got 5 rebounds tonight. Thompson's shot is off.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And here's Ingram from the arc. No good. And so it's Detroit. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. Just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
We've got Jakob Poeltl, and it's Mobo in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Quickly outside. Driving to the basket, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Three-pointer, Stewart nails it from 3. Stewart's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Quickly against Schroeder. The 3. The rebound by Beasley. Detroit leading by 12. Well, Emmanuel Quickly is a combo guard who impacts both sides of the ball, Doris.
There's no question about it. He's a floor spacer. He can create for himself or his teammates. And defensively, longer than you think and very mobile.
Schroeder. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, a little pump fake by Dennis Schroeder gets the defender to bite and makes them pay.
Both shots good from the strike.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Quickly, and he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Schroeder can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 12. Here's Abaji. He's scoreless. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Stewart, a screen on Quickly. Schroeder passes to Waters. There's the 3. Drills it from deep. Waters got himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is highly encouraged by the growth of the game. He said, in addition to being the fastest growing sport in the world, we are the #1 participation team sport in the United States. Boys and girls are playing basketball in record numbers. Love to hear it, Brian.
No doubt. The game's in a great place right now, Allie. Thank you.
You love to see a guard like Malik Beasley take it down low and be willing to compete and make a shot.
Here's Battle. Misses the three. Detroit leading by 14. Pass to Stewart. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Schroeder's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, we think of Dennis Schroeder as a natural-born scorer, but there he does a great job passing the basketball.
Mobo gets the bucket.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources, and you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
And here's Schroeder outside. Bertle grabs a miss. For Toronto, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Mobo, covered by Schroeder. Lays it up and banks it in. Mobo's got 5 points now this quarter.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Oh, rejected by Bertle.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Bertle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
1:16 left in the third quarter. And here's Schroeder outside. Rebound Toronto.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Pass to Battle. 44 seconds left in the third quarter.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The Pistons lead by 8. Ivy outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And so tough to contain Ivy's young athleticism. He goes right at the defense hard and gets the contact.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Toronto has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Quickly passes to Bertle, and the dunk by Bertle.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Bertle. And the dunk by Bertle.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
Now here's Schroeder. Over quickly. Shot's good by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6.
And that was a timely basket to stop their momentum.
And so it's Detroit closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. The flow of the game has favored them. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Setting the floor for Detroit. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Then it's Duran, then there's Cunningham, and it's Waters in at the 2 spot. Barrett against Cunningham. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And here's Ingram from the arc. Doesn't go that time.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
It's Cunningham with a drive. And the layup is good off the glass.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
On target from range.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Dick with it. Jacks up a three. That shot, no good. Cunningham with some nice D. Detroit leading by 8. Here's Thompson. Rebounded by Ingram. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Barrett passes to Dick. Over Cunningham. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
His first personal foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Hardaway's checked in for Waters, and it's Cunningham missing. Raptors trail by 6. Right side Ingram. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thompson outside. Going inside. Rebound Toronto. Ingram's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Dick. Oh, Harris with the block.
A sneaky 6'8". Harris putting his length to use.
Tries again. And it's laid up and in by Barrett.
Undaunted by the moment, R.J. Barrett with the delivery.
And here's Cunningham outside. Another shot. Here's Duren. Banked it in off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 6.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Outside Dick. Here's Boucher. Hardaway grabs the board. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Duren with a screen on Barrett. There's Cunningham with a 3. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Barrett. And that one is hammered home.
The entire offensive arsenal of R.J. Barrett is on display.
Cunningham against Barrett. Now here's Cunningham. Guarded closely. Ingram against Thompson. Pass to Barnes. There's the screen. Back to Ingram. Goes up from the top of the key. And the shot is good after hitting off the rim. And now just a 2-point Detroit lead.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
It's Cunningham with a drive.
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Barnes the screen. Here's Ingram. And it's Harris with the rebound. And here's Detroit. Now Cunningham. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense.
Pistons ball. Shooting for Detroit.
And the technical free throw is good.
And it's just 1 point, but sometimes that's what a game can come down to.
Cunningham looking it over. And yep, it's good. And now a 7-point Pistons lead.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Ingram can't get that one to fall. And here's Cunningham. So it's Detroit with the W. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Mark Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. And for Toronto, Ingram is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Dick in at the 1.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that. Now Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on R.J. Barrett. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
In so many different ways, Dick gets the ball to his teammates, always on time and on target.
Boucher's shot is off.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Unloads. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Whether it's a catch and shoot or off the bounce, Grady Dick can knock it down. Tremendous jump shooter.
Miller outside. Lets it go from deep. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Ball against Ingram. Williams sets a screen for Ball. And again, the Hornets missing.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
For 3, Barrett bangs home the trifecta. Barrett's got 5 more.
Barrett had some time to focus there, and he made that one count.
Miller with a screen on Barrett. Out to Miller. To the paint. Here's Williams. Will it go? And he lays it up and in. Williams has got his second bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Onside, Barrett. Lock at 6. Back to Dick. Fires for 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Ball, the pass to Miller. Williams, a screen on Ingram. And here's Miller outside. Barnes grabs the miss. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. We love young Scotty Barnes. He can shoot, he can defend, and he can really pass. Brent, he seems like the ideal wing.
Well, there's a lot of things there, Kevin, that are very good. And you don't become an all-star at that position without those kind of abilities. But the responsibility of playing winning basketball consistently, let's see how that plays out for Scotty moving forward.
Barnes kicks to Boucher. Barrett for 3. No good that time. Hornets trail by 7. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alden. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for him, guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
Barnes down low. He's against Bridges. Outside, Barrett. Back to Barnes. Bridges with the steal. And here they come. And it's Slammed in by Bridges.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
Ingram setting a pick for Dick. They can't stop the run with that one.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
LaMelo using that body control there, making a play off contact.
Dick passes to Ingram. He gets it up. He knocks it down.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
We're going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Raptors lead by 1. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Barnes out there with Brandon.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
Driving the lane, and there's Dick. That's good on the assist from Ingram. Dick's got 7 points in the game.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
They set the pick. Ball no good. Toronto leading by 4. Down low. In the corner, it's Boucher. Bridges against Barnes. Dick with it. He's got 7. Williams with the block. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And with that burst, you can count on LaMelo being the first up the court on the break. He won't miss a chance to get out and run.
Out to Ingram. Barnes screen on Miller. Ingram. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Ball.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jump. Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Outside, Ball. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And that one's good, Barnes.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. It's a 5-point game. To the inside. Williams kicks to Miller. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the offseason in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Dick finds Ingram.
Ingram just continuing to impress and taking strides in the right direction. Just a tremendous amount of offensive weaponry.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points. when he's at the free throw line, pretty much automatic.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on. Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. To the paint, here's Williams, and finished off by Williams.
Assisted by
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Knocks it loose. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Bridges passes to Williams. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Takes it inside, and the dunk by Dick.
Yeah, that's what makes Dick dangerous. You can't just play him as an outside shooter. He'll go to the hoop like he did there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Miller.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Pass to Boucher. Connects from three-point range. Boucher's got 8 points here in this quarter.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him, they appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And so it's Chris Boucher making highlights for the Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action in just a minute.
and get ready for the fans. Half-court shot, drop. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And Charlotte looking who they've got. We've got Williams. Green is out there with Trey Mann. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Diabate in at the 4 slot. Here's Abaji. Defended by Mann. Pass to Abaji. Here's Battle. Now here's Quickly. Covered by Green. The shot's good from Quickly.
All kinds of grit there on the inside from Emmanuel Quickly.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Raptors with the lead. Into the lane. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Mobo. Nothing on the board. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Hornets trail by 4. Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. Sweet move. Mann makes it off the glass. Mann's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Pirtle. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here he goes. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
That's his first.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. The Raptors have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Quickly looking it over. Great D that time from Nurkic. Hornets have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Toronto's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Abaji can't get it to go. The Hornets shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Pass to man. Green with the screen on quickly. Back to man. 5 on the clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Man's got 10 points in the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
They set the pick. Nurkic with the double team. Pass to Abaji. Pirtle with the ball. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Battle. He's guarded by Williams. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Battle. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Man passes to Green. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Quickly against Green. And that one's good. Quickly's got 4 this quarter.
Quickly didn't hold back there, taking some contact inside if he has to.
Over in the corner, Green. Back to man. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end. Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see, and it came this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Man can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Man gets the bucket. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Now, here's Quickly. 6 points for him. There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mobo can't hit. Now, Man. And there's the drive with 1 on the clock. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. The Raptors out in front. They lead by 1. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Chris Boucher. Brandon Ingram's out there with Scotty Barnes. Then there's Dick. And it's Barrett at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Ball kicks to Miller. Bridges sets the screen for Miller. Offensive rebound. Back to Ball. Goes back up. Out to Miller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ingram with it. And it's Miller picking him up. Barnes outside. Ingram passes to Barnes. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Shots good by Boucher. And now a 4-point Toronto lead. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Dick, and the dunk by Dick.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
Miller with a screen on Barrett. Out to Miller. Fires the 3. Gets a hand on it, and Williams is right there.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Here's Dick. Defended by Bridges. Barrett against Ball. Barrett dishes to Ingram. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. And that one falls for Ingram. Hornets trail by 4. Outside, Ball. Not loose. Boucher with the steal. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go.
Well, the defense has to do a better job, but when Brandon Ingram is on the break, those strides, man, he takes up a lot of ground.
Ball against Barrett. Ball kicks to Miller. Rebound by the Raptors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Dick with it. Bridges covering to the middle. And the dunk by Barnes.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Ball, the pass to Okogie. Miller sets a screen for Ball. Out to Miller. To halt the run. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists in the game. Miller against Ingram. To the wing right side. Boucher passes to Ingram. Shot clock at 5. Pulls it from the elbow. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Yeah, right now, Brandon Ingram is just taking command of the entire game.
Ball kicks to Miller. Shoots over Ingram. They get it back to the left side wing. For 3, Okogie. He can't get that one.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And the dunk by Dick.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And here's Miller outside. Sinks the triple.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Barnes finds Dick. The kick out to Barnes. Outside, Barrett. It's Ingram on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Puts up a deep 3. It's not going to go for him. No good. So it's Toronto winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away.